To get started on your homework this week, you are going to need to access IUanyware and use SPSS. To get started, you will need to follow the instructions in setting up and using IUanyware that are found on the university website. This includes installing the Citrix receiver. The links in week 2 provide you instructions to these resources so that you can install this program. You also will need to have an IU approved cloud storage set up. Cloud storage that is acceptable to the university includes IU Box, Dropbox. Google Drive is also an option. So there's several options out there. Once you have IUanyware set up and your cloud storage set up, what you need to do is authorize IUanyware to access your cloud storage. You can do this on the main screen when you go to access IUanyware. So let me show you what that looks like. This is the main screen to access IUanyware. On this screen, you will see this box here that says Configure Storage. When you click on this, you will be taken to this screen. So these are the approved cloud storage devices that work with IUanyware. To get started, you will need to log in by clicking on this green button. And what you need to do is whichever cloud storage that you have chosen to use and have set up an account, you just click on this to authorize it. So if I was using this one, I could select here and select Authorize. I'm not using this one, so I'm not going to select that. Once you do that, you can then move on to your homework. So the Applia problem number 2 in the Introduction to Using SPSS homework for this week asks you to download an SPSS file. This is where students seem to have the most problem. So when you click on this file, it will download. It depends on if you have a Mac or if you have a Windows computer, but in either case, you have some kind of drive on your computer where downloaded files go. So on my Mac, they will show up in my Finder window. So right here you see the file. It's called Adult Demographics. If you don't have a quick, easy download tab, you might have it in your Finder window, or if you're using Windows-based, you will look underneath your name or the drive that you're using and look for downloads. So here, again, here's downloads. Here's the file I need. If I click on this, it will not open because I do not have SPSS installed on my computer. I am using it through IUanyware. So in order for me to open this file here, I have to put it in my cloud storage so that I can access it in IUanyware. So one way to do that is to just drop it and drag it to your cloud storage. I've already obviously done that. So however you save files, if you are on a certain computer, like a Windows, you can right click and you should have an option to save as. You can also copy it. So if you copy the file and then go find where your cloud storage is, you can paste it there. So that's a couple different options to accessing that. That is basic computer skills that has nothing to do necessarily with statistics. It's just a file storage system. So you may need to contact the IT department if you need some assistance with how to open downloaded files. So I have that file that I need for my homework this week now stored in my cloud storage. Now I'm ready to access IUanyware. So I'm going to open up my browser I'm going to go to IUanyware. I am going to log in. I'm going to go to the analysis and modeling folder, and then I'm going to look for the statistics and math folder, and then I'm going to look for the most recent version of SPSS, which changes every year, so you may see other video tutorials with different numbers. It's the same program. It's similar to, if you've got a smartphone, it seems to update all the time as there's new additions. So it takes a little bit of time for it to run. You will probably see a window open, an introductory window when you first have SPSS open. And once this first screen pops up here, you can just click on this close button down here at the bottom. This is just a quick file open tool, but you can just click on the close button. Now that you are in, this is the basic data editor, and we need to open the file for our homework. So we are going to click on File, we are going to click on Open, and we are going to open data. So now we have to look for that file. So wherever we saved it is where we need to now find it. So I have saved a copy of it here in my Box account. I also have a Dropbox account linked with this. I also happen to have it saved here too, I believe. So I can look, scroll through my files and see where I saved it. Here it is at the very end. Sometimes I have a folder that I will save called data, and then it'll be in there. So whatever works for your needs. So when you open this up, now you see the data that you need for your homework. There are two screens for SPSS. One is the data view and one is the variable view. The data view looks very similar to an Excel spreadsheet. There are some differences. You'll see here that the headers are different, and they show those icons that you've seen in the Canvas modules, so you know what scale of measurement these are. So looking at these, so this is a scale variable. These right here with this, this is a Venn diagram picture. Those denote that it's a categorical variable. We can get more information about these variables by clicking on this tab down here called Variable View. So what this does is just provide details about these different variables. So all of the variables that you saw in that header are in this column. So these are the names of the variables. If you wanted to get back to the data view, you could click on that row and it will take you back. So you can switch back and forth very easily between the data view and the variable view. So these are the names of those various headers. This column here tells you the type of variable it is, whether it's a number or a text-based variable. And then we're going to skip over these, which aren't really helpful for what we're doing now. These labels are what the data will look like when you analyze it. These values here, you can click on these and provide different values for these variables, especially if they're categorical variables. So let's look at this one here. So you can see 1 equals married, 2 equals widowed, and so on and so forth. We can tell the computer what to do with missing variables. And then here on the right, we can see what scale of measurement it is. And we can set these here just by clicking in the box. And it's just a drop down. We can switch it to an ordinal variable, but it is a scale. So those are the basic steps of getting started with SPSS and IUanyware and using your cloud storage, all which you will need for week 2.